In this video, we'll look at what the two main political parties in the UK offer for runners. We'll compare both the Tory and Labour manifestos, looking at how each party would change the UK for runners. And by the end of this video, you should know where to place your vote in the general election this week. Because of course, you're a serious runner and all your life decisions are based around running. Let's kick off by looking at both parties and a little on their background. The Conservative Party, or one of the two main parties in the UK, is currently the governing party and has been since 2010. The party is known for being traditionally centre-right or right-wing on the political spectrum. Now, unless you've been living under a rock or just avoiding the news, and who could blame you, you'll know the Conservatives are led by 44-year-old Rishi Sunak. So what is his secret to staying on top? Running, of course. Yeah, this guy squeezes in a jog before cabinet meetings. Talk about running the country. He's also a big fan of Park Run and has even been spotted jogging with the hardest geezer, Russ Cook, who ran the entire length of Africa. The Labour Party are the Conservatives' centre-left rivals and led by 61-year-old ex-barrister Keir Starmer. Now, Keir isn't just all brains, he's a keen footballer too. He played for Homerton Academicals, a team with a name so fancy it sounds like it should be solving mysteries at a posh boarding school. But here's the kicker. We have no idea if Keir likes to run. Let's hope he doesn't have to chase votes on foot anytime soon. Politics and running go together like coffee and Monday mornings, so it's no wonder. Regular exercise reduces stress, sharpens focus, and boosts decision-making skills. All essential qualities for leaders who need to run the country. Take Jeremy Hunt of the Conservatives, for instance. This guy ran London Marathon in 2022. And there's former Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who's been spotted jogging in outfits that make you question if he's training for a marathon or starring in a low-budget superhero film. And let's not forget Prime Minister Tony Blair, who once ran a whole mile for sports relief. Let's get into the details. What do the manifestos say, and why do they matter to you, the dedicated runner? Well, first up, both parties have major pledges around healthcare and medical support, because let's face it, those shin splints aren't going to heal themselves. The Conservatives are aiming to bolster the NHS and want to recruit nearly 100,000 nurses and 28,000 doctors, plus they're funding 100 new GPs and modernising 150 existing ones. So if you twist your ankle on a morning run, you'll have a shiny modern clinic to hobble into. Labour, on the other hand, is focusing on improving access to mental health services. They're also planning on improving access to GPs and will introduce 40,000 more appointments within the NHS. Okay, let's talk about community and recreational plans from our political parties, because what good is a run without a great place to do it? First up, the Conservatives want to build 1.6 million homes while protecting the countryside. And if you're like me and enjoy trail running, this is music to your ears. Now, Labour's got a similar plan, but with a centre-left twist. They're more about social housing, infrastructure and community facilities. Think of it as running through neighbourhoods where every corner has a new park or a community centre. These schemes mean improved facilities and safer neighbourhoods for running, opening up opportunities for runners from all walks of life. So let's dive into the green schemes of our political parties. Green energy is a key focus of Labour, who propose creating Great British Energy. This focuses on clean power by 2030 and could of course improve the air quality and make activities such as running or events such as the London Marathon much more enjoyable and healthy. On the other hand, we have the Conservatives. Their environmental plans are a bit like promising to start a diet next month and then pushing it to the month after that. They aim to stay in Zone 2 and reach net zero by 2050. But hey, they're focusing on family finances over hugging trees. The Tories want to keep the countryside looking pretty though. They're offering financial incentives for eco-farming, which means more green fields for your country runs. Finally, let's look at economic policy. This is important to you if you want to figure out whether you can afford a new pair of carbon-plated shoes every year. Conservatives are proposing tax breaks by reducing national insurance. This might be the financial boost you need to fund that new Garmin or splash out on a pair of Vaporflies. Labour, as expected, is focusing on economic policies that support those who won't be dropping £250 on a pair of race shoes. They're all about supporting working people, job creation and economic stability. This means more people from various backgrounds can get into recreational running without breaking the bank. So whether you're rocking budget-friendly trainers or high-end racers, Labour's policies aim to make running accessible to everyone. As a runner, both parties' manifestos offer promising signals. They both have key focus on local facilities and the environment in one way or another. The Tories focus on healthcare and some environmental aspects, which are key to being happy and healthy. Labour, on the other hand, emphasise broader, overall quality of life improvements for a spectrum of people. On the face of it, the Conservatives may help your pocket and protect the countryside, but they also have a rich history of runners in their ranks. But I just can't do it. I'm not going to recommend another 5 years of the Tories. So sorry, you'll have to make up your own mind on this one.